What's up, everybody? This is the Anime Squad Podcast, episode 40. My name is Robbie.
And this is Omar.
And this is David.
And here we are, the new winter season of 2021
has officially begun.
We're in week 1, of course, and can't wait to actually talk about these shows with you guys.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time. This is the first impressions of all the new shows. Well, the shows that we're interested in watching.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear more, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to hear more of our opinion.
We're gonna be missing a couple of anime.
Yes. Not everything came up this week. Hopefully everything comes up next week. But this is like half of our list, right?
This is basically like a nice teaser of what's to come.
Yes. So with that being said, let's just jump into it.
Let's just get it on. We'll move our first anime, Horimiya. Episode 1, and interesting anime actually.
Yeah.
As far as this is the first anime we saw this whole week, and as far as to kick things off, it was really interesting. I really liked the animation actually, and that one kind of popped out. And more so than that, even are the main characters. Yeah,
man, I love the whole love kind of triangle they had going on, and the whole show premise was don't judge the book by the cover. And it was a good first episode, good introduction to what to expect going on further.
Yeah, I was thinking, because I remember when they showed off the trailer for the show, I thought they were just going to bank on the fact that this is we're going to see the main character, the main guy. They're like, he's gonna be he's gonna look completely different. He's like, he has the nerd look, and then towards the end of the episode, he's like, you see the tattoos and
he's transformed,
the piercings. But no, they revealed it really early on. They pretty much gave us a good idea as to kind of what the whole show is about, which I really like.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's a cool twist they did. I mean, it was true to the trailer, but
it is, yeah.
But I like the twist they did to it, and I was like, all right. And I was having a good time watching it, man. I was like,
same here.
Like you said, the animation, I like the relationships in this story. I was rooting for our main characters. So I was like, man, I want to see more. I'm excited. I'm excited that this is the one we first started with.
Same here, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It brought a boost to what's to expect in this winter, because there's a lot of heavy hitters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think from all of the animes, I don't think we have any knockouts yet.
No duds in particular. No, not really.
No, they all been pretty solid. Well, the next one. The
next one was interesting.
Yeah.
You just heard. You can introduce it.
All right. The next anime we saw was the low tier character, Tomozaki-kun. Episode 1. So, no offense to anybody that can relate to the MC of the show, but he is absolutely, best way to put it, very cringe-inducing. Yes, I was making so many remarks to him, and I felt bad.
Yeah, the other characters that they have in the show, the main girl and the classmates in general, they feel very normal, which is supposed to kind of what this is supposed to elicit anyway. But you see the main character, you see Tomozaki, he's just he hates everything.
Yeah.
He's like, the world will never understand us gamers and stuff. It's just, oh my god.
Honestly, when I was watching it, I could not relate. I was like, no, I'm not that cringy.
No. I don't think any of us have ever gone that far.
But if you have, well, let me know in the comments.
Oh god.
I won't make fun of you I make fun of this guy.
I think the one thing that we could all relate to in regards to him is the fact that he plays Smash.
Yes,
I guess. The show equivalent of Smash.
Yes, the whole show premise is this guy's great at Smash.
Yeah.
And the one next, being the best compared to him, was also a girl. What?
Which I do want to mention that despite the main character being as cringy as he is, the other characters I actually like a lot, and design wise I like the girls a lot too.
Yeah, I think the opening kind of helped me see the other characters, what's to come to who else brings to the table. And
that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And it is like the main theme of the show is about like progression and just kind of change, and that's honestly that's an interesting premise just to see how far the main character can go. I told the guys this, but I pretty much see this anime as kind of like the anime equivalent, the anime reverse equivalent of like Pretty Woman.
Yeah. No, yeah, it has like a big vibe in the very beginning. I was like, how do I, like in the show, how do I win the game called life?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I thought it was okay.
Cute show. We're sticking with this one. But man, the main character though,
we'll see if it's
really banking on the fact that he changes his cringy ways.
Yeah, we'll see if he changes in that.
I feel like it's gonna be little by little.
Little by little, yeah, that's fine.
Like towards the end, he's fine. He's gonna be normal.
We got a 12 episode slot, so we'll see how far our main man Tomozaki can go. Maybe he'll go from low tier to mid tier. We'll see.
High low tier.
High low tier. Yeah.
All right.
Moving on to our next anime, I get to say this one is let's say suppose a kid from the last dungeon moved to the starter town.
Oh, you forgot to say Boonies, man.
Oh, the Boonies.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so let's try that again. Suppose a kid from the last dungeon Boonies moved to the starter town.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
As you can tell, long title.
Well, a very long title. We'll shorten it in subsequent episodes, but for now we'll just keep the long title. But yeah, main character is very OP.
Yes.
he just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
He thinks everything in general is just very
he thinks he's below average.
Very low average.
I like the animation and the music itself.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think the comedy was solid in the show.
It is, yeah. Comedy is very solid.
Especially between like Mary and the lolly
the
grandma.
Lolly grandma. I mean,
Lolly
like that's what she calls herself. She's called Alka, but
Yeah, I like the two dynamic what they brought to the table.
yeah, but she just like pulls out like random mugs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, yeah. But yeah, I mean, okay, so I want to ask you the question, Omar. So because a couple seasons ago,
Yeah.
we had a similar kind of premise.
Yeah.
With the OP main character, and
Yeah.
just kind of like the world around him and stuff. How does that compare between this anime and Misfit of a Demon King? How would you relate
He
it
can't
to?
compare it if he's not.
I mean, I get the question. It's like he is OP as well.
Yeah.
But why didn't I find it annoying as I did?
Yeah,
in Misfit of
like,
Demon?
annoying. Yeah.
I guess because in the end of the episode, they kind of reveal that even though he is OP, he has his faults.
Yes.
And that's what makes him the character. Unlike a Misfit of a Demon, he has no faults.
No.
His only fault is that he can't do it quicker. And
if anything,
He's limited to a whole season.
yeah.
If anything, a comparison would be One Punch Man and him, and
Yeah. Oh, with the Lloyd and the main character here, Lloyd. Yeah.
No, with the other show. The
Misfit?
of a Demon. Yeah. Because they're
No.
overpowered.
He is, but the problem with Saitama is that Saitama is trying to be recognized.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying as in strength wise.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
He-
but I
They're
think
very comparable.
I feel like Misfit is more OP with
Yeah.
the shit he could do.
Yeah,
But yeah, I've had my annoyances though with like OP characters. Like even with Lloyd too, I'm like, oh my god, we're getting another.
when you chuck the grasshopper,
Yeah,
it's
like,
hilarious.
I'm like, oh my god, we're getting another OP. That was funny. And I feel like the jokes landed harder
yeah, it did.
than
It did.
Misfit if I'm
Yes.
comparing the two.
So like I guess more easier to compare with is comedy wise.
Yeah, it's very comedic. That's what I like about
Misfit,
this show.
compared to Misfit.
To me personally.
Yeah, no, even you're right
That's
though.
that's I feel like Omar
Yeah.
is more fit for comedy more. If they're overpowered, have the comedy.
Because even
on
One
it.
Punch Man had his fair share of like comedy,
Yeah.
regarding the fact that he's overpowered. Yeah,
That's why he
That's
enjoyed
true.
the character.
Yeah, that's why I liked Lloyd in this first episode. Well, it's just the first episode. We'll see.
we'll see where he goes.
Because it's cool too. Because he played himself. He doesn't think he's OP. He's just a kid.
He's just a kid.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool about him. He doesn't think he's on top of the world or anything. He's just like, hey, I'm just doing
Yeah, in fact,
adventures.
he thought that he was just kind of like a weakling compared to everybody else in the village.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it just so happens that, again, like the title says,
Yeah.
I'm from the last village Boonies.
Yeah. The gods are helping me.
Last dungeon Boonies, yeah.
So we'll see. I wouldn't. I don't know. I liked it for what it was. I didn't like per se loved it, but like I liked what it brought to the table.
Like it enough, or I guess you like it enough to kind of more so continue it. I quite enjoyed myself with the show.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it about that one.
Yeah.
Or you have any more intake on that?
No. We pretty much covered everything that we wanted to say. There's not much to say in terms of, I guess, content-wise, just kind of what it is.
Yeah,
I feel like
because
that's the best way to put it.
Because on the next anime we're gonna talk about,
oh man,
it has the very similar, a fantasy world, but very different route it took. It's the hidden dungeon only I can enter.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
I'm not gonna lie. So going into this show, because we pretty much went from the order that we're telling you guys in terms of the order of anime we're watching is what we saw.
Yeah.
So when we went from supposed kid over to here, I honestly thought we were going to be getting some whiplash going on.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they might blend in because they're both fantasy anime, but this one has a very 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 distinct personality to it. I'll just say.
Yeah, it's
It's ecchi.
Yeah, it's ecchi.
It's
yeah,
very very ecchi. Not with the j, but with the ch.
Yeah, it's very ecchi. If you're looking for the next ecchi show, like this might
be it because it's
funny and
because there are fan service. There's heavy fan service in this show, but there is a plot weaved in there. Which it's not baseless. And we're not talking about this isn't Peter Grill.
Peter Grill's. No, it ain't like that. This is actually like I was actually entertained by the story they had.
Yeah.
And what the main character has to go through.
It was funny with the goddess.
Oh yeah, when he ran into the goddess in the dungeon.
Olivia. I like her. I like her last name too, Olivia Servant.
Yeah.
That's weaved into her name, and just the names in general are just like really really funny. Just like the main character's name is Noir Strada or something like that. It's just really interesting naming conventions. But yeah, all around, it's a fun anime. Again, a lot of heavy fan service and everything.
Yeah.
But within the fan service, you got story weaved in there, and hey, the childhood friend. They're all pretty much open that like, hey, we like each other.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that's why I kind of like didn't find the show annoying. I was like, finally, let's just get straight to the point.
Got one of those characters like, what?
Yeah, it takes a whole season to get to it. This one's like, yeah, we like each other. Let's make out for a bit.
Yeah, I've seen anime where it's like, by the end of the season, like the main character gets the girl's number.
Yeah.
And that was how the season ended.
Yeah.
So
so I'll give kudos to that.
Yeah.
So between the two fantasies we've seen, which one you like stood out to you more?
It's kind of hard to say. I think I would say by proxy probably this one.
Okay.
For now. Because I feel like the premise is more interesting. Like the power that like the main character in this one has is like is pretty unique. Like he can be able to kind of create. He's like the Green Lantern in a sense.
Yeah.
Whereas like anything that he creates is limited to his own imagination, but it's not as OP as the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like his weakness is that it's all limited by like an MP side system.
Yeah.
In order to gain from it, and that's where the fan service kicks in.
It felt like a video game at times.
Yeah. No, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the fact that it's running through resources is really creative. Like when he killed the Grim Reaper, like he had to think outside the box. He's like, okay, I got him, but wait. But then I also gotta like create a stone thing out of it. So I like that. I like the fact that there's creativity. It's not just a matter of I'm just gonna like do stuff. I'm gonna create like this instant death bomb and then they're done. No,
I like that. I think I'm the same as you. This one stood out to me more. Like, well, we'll see about the second episode, but yeah, this one's like, okay, this is the fantasy I liked more.
Yeah.
What about you, David?
Either or with them. I guess with the first one, that one we were gonna get explained, but it was at the end. Just
it was towards the end. Yeah,
it just cut off.
There wasn't the
his weakness. We still did not know what it was until it cut off.
Yeah, the show didn't deem us worthy of knowing that knowledge for this first episode, so we'll have to wait till the next episode.
Yeah. So I like both
for what
they are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. No, I would just like to ask that question because they're both fantasies and you both saw them back to back. All right, on the
next show, where this one's an interesting one.
Yes.
Uraseki Picnic, episode 1, and
also known the English title, Otherside Picnic.
Otherside Picnic, yeah.
Episode 1.
So this anime is very confusing.
Yes.
All around. It has to do with going into other worlds, kind of like demon worlds and stuff like that. So a comparison I can kind of pull, and it's mainly with the opening shot. Like, I only get this from the opening shot is like from the Digimon movie. I don't know why. I think like because in the third act of the Digimon movie, you see like, I don't know if whoever's seen it. Yeah. There's the whole battle in that one has like kind of like a misty kind of like gradient to it, and like you're fighting like the main antagonist, and it kind of reminded me of that. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But. And yeah, besides that, it's like, it's pretty cool. Like, it kind of reminds me of Inspector a little bit. Where they're fighting like these, they're like these a ghosts. Duo that's like fighting like ghosts and like different like other folklore demons and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought they don't explain it.
They don't. That's the main problem. They don't explain it. They're kind of
because I'm confused too. I think they're for me they're ghosts for some reason, but I don't know.
I think they are ghosts, but again, we also saw the trailer for this one too, and it's like they also have like folklore demon. Like they have like the 8-foot tall woman, and like the one like they have a whole bunch of like different like classic fairy tale kind of folklore ghosts and demons and stuff. So
like when we saw the trailer, like I needed to know more about it.
And then the first episode didn't help.
Because there were I guess trial and error for them, I guess, in the show itself.
Which is interesting. Like, it's not bad to say, but like it was interesting to know like what, like I want to know what is this world, like how could they go back and forth like that?
We're like the characters, man. We don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening.
Like they were doing it in the episode. They were trying rocks. They were trying a ton of stuff.
Yeah, and then they eventually. The girl with the glasses, she's like, okay, I can see them, because she has like, I guess, kind of like blue coming out of her eyes, like a blue like after thing coming out of her eyes. And then like the blonde girl, she's like, okay, I'll shoot, because she has like a ghost hand or whatever. So there's that whole dynamic going on.
That's what I didn't get the ghost hand thing.
Yeah, because apparently like they have different, like, I guess both of the girls, they have like they each have like a different quality or power, I guess.
Yeah, because I thought they got the ability through that ghost thingy.
I'm not sure. I think
looking at him.
I don't think
wiggle
so.
Waggle?
Yeah,
the wiggle waggle. That's what they're called. Yeah. No, because they said that like, because she was kind of thinking like, okay, what can I do? Like the glasses girl, and then she just like immediately just looks at the wiggle waggle, and then she's like, okay, I'll look at them, and then she shoots, and that's how they won.
Yeah.
Because they were basically playing at both of their strengths, from what I saw.
Yeah.
What I'm saying right now might be completely off the mark. But that's kind of what I saw.
For me, I guess to me the glasses girl isn't that interesting as much as the other girl, the blonde hair girl.
Yeah, Toriko.
I enjoy the blonde hair girl.
I only remember the blonde haired girl's name because it reminds me of the manga Toriko.
No, the glasses girl's name is Sorao.
Sorao, yeah.
Yeah, and she seemed interesting enough to like.
I think it's just because of the fact that she's confused. Like she's not.
She's confused as us.
Yeah, and like Toriko, she's like slightly less confused.
Yeah, even though they're in the same boat.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. This one, out of all the anime we've seen so far, this is the only one that we're giving a 3 to, and that's just mainly because
we just want to see where it goes in that time.
Yeah.
And if we're still confused, then we'll
eventually drop it.
We'll eventually drop it. You know, the world's.
But hey, if it catches your interest, let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know if we're missing the picture on this one.
Just tell us we're dumb or not.
We might be dumb.
We might be. Yeah.
Well, on to the next anime we got. Now, this one I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it a lot. Skate.
Yeah.
Skate.
Episode 1. And I think this anime, we can safely say, was the one that I was hyped for.
Oh, I was hyped for this too.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I was like, I don't know. I was like completely sold when I saw the trailer.
Oh, okay.
When I put up the video.
Because usually when we pick out anime, we watch a whole bunch of trailers, and this one was the one that stood out to me.
Yeah.
This was like the only difference is between this and like let's say Esu Kē or Kitaete is that like this one didn't have like any kind of notable names to it, but just the proof of concept alone and some of the character designs and stuff like that, I was like, I'm sold.
It sticks out in a good way.
It does.
To me, in general, this is usually you don't see this in story based like any anime that revolves around skateboarding.
Yeah, which is a very unusual anime topic to go through. Like I don't know any other skateboarding anime than this one right now.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And again, like with character designs as unique as these, oh boy.
Oh, your boy
Shadow. Shadow's my boy. like he's a bad guy. He even calls himself like the anti-hero. But man, like the dirty tricks he pulls out. Oh my goodness. I love the fact that stuff right there is legal because this is underground. This race is so secret that you have to wait for this one hooded dude to just give them like the badge of approval.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the badge for the new dude.
Yeah. The new
Langa is his name. Langa, and then the main character, the red hair girl, his name is Reki.
Yeah.
Love the fact that we like this anime also follows the tradition of the main character being able to wear like a hoodie inside school uniform.
School.
That's great. But yeah, this anime is just amazing. Like
man, it's very stylish, especially when we get to the races.
The opening and ending, and also the cut, like the inter.
Oh my goodness! Okay, so the intermediate eye catches. So every anime has those.
Yeah.
This eye catch is very interesting because I legit thought that the episode ended. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a second, because it felt like an ED was about to start, but like it was legit just an eye catch. It was a long eye catch, but it was an eye catch.
Yeah.
And I got thrown off. I'm like, oh wow, they put effort into that in this eye catch.
No man, this like honestly, all the animes we've seen today, this one stood out.
This one stood out.
And it made its mark.
Because I enjoyed how the opening's like oh my god, you know, but it's you know, it's okay. It's a cool intro. I mean, opening and then good ending as well.
Oh,
yeah. You know what's sad though? I feel like this is one of those. Obviously, this is one of those types of anime like in this season that's probably gonna get overlooked.
Probably.
Like a lot of people are probably not gonna give
to like
2 cents on it
to like the big ones that are coming out this season.
Mm-hmm,
but if you're into skateboarding, I might check this. You have to check this out.
I mean, even if you're not into skateboarding, if you just like just pure spectacle, like just shonen type, like just spectacle of like racing and stuff like that, I still recommend it.
Yeah.
Because there's funny scenes in this episode too.
Yeah.
With the new guy.
Oh yeah, and like the characters in general are just like they just have so much personality to them that I feel
they're
like
all different. And
they are, yeah.
Yeah, so we can't wait for more for this one.
Yeah, so we're hyped.
We're very hyped for this one. On to the next anime. I just saw it, man. This one was the next one.
Yeah, here it comes. So the next anime we saw is Cells at Work, Code Black, Episode 1. And
man,
okay,
expectations were like, whoa.
Yeah, so going in, I kind of figured that, okay, this is going to be a very different take on Cells at Work. It's the same author, manga-wise, it's the same author and everything. But the anime was handled by a different studio.
Yes.
Which is interesting. Which does make sense.
No, it does.
As to why it does. Not gonna say it right now. But yeah, we're just gonna stick on this one. But yeah, it's basically just a more darker and more messed up version of Cells at Work.
I like it. I like the art style, the music for it. Everything in that show makes the anime what it is.
Yeah, you know? it's dark and like characters just straight up die. Like there's some death that happens in this one. Like it's just messed up. Like you take like the healthy happy-go-lucky body in the first one,
the season 1.
Yeah, and this one is like literally just self-destructing itself. You see like scenes of like of the body just smoking.
Yeah.
And that kills off a whole bunch of red blood cells.
I feel sorry for the blue hair dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, okay, you guys mature? All right, literally, you'll never get a break in your life. That's it. We're shorthanded.
It was some dark things that were saying.
No, yeah, man. This watching this episode was very uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, like Omar was really uncomfortable with his body at that point.
Because like it is these are true facts about like what you do to the body that's really unhealthy.
This is this like if Cells at Work, if the original Cells at Work is supposed to tell you on like kind of what your body is about, Cells at Work Code Black is definitely a PSA of what you shouldn't do to your body. Or this will basically what'll end up. Like all the characters that you basically knew and loved from Cells at Work have alternate versions, because again it's a different body, have alternate versions that are so bitter and sour.
To me they're not altered, they're more like different cells.
Well no they are.
They are.
But I mean like because they occupy the same roles. Like you still have the white blood cells, you still have the platelets, you still have the red blood cells, you still have the stomach cells, all of them. But like I said, despite the fact that these are different cells, like you see kind of like a more darker take on that, because they
and it's crazy too, because the guy said like 10 years ago we were good.
They showed off the video of kind of like what their whole shtick was about, and here they are.
They used to be like season 1 of the regular one.
Yeah, they used to be season 1 of the regular Cells at Work, and now it's like, nope, that was before. They're just reusing that old training video. I don't know what the hell they're showing you guys.
They lie to you, boy.
It's like, but aren't you supposed to remember my name? It's like, you guys all look the same.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like this dark tone, but it's like there's points I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be here at all.
It can get pretty dark and uncomfortable.
But it's good. It's good to see like there's two sides to Cells at Work. There's the good one, like this is how your body's supposed to work. To like, don't do this.
Yeah, don't do this.
Yeah, so
this is Code Black. Don't go there.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what a disasters they go through.
The cell main protagonist in general was cool.
The red blood cell,
Yeah, I enjoyed him. He was a cool main protagonist.
He had higher hopes, and then now he's stuck in this reality that he's in.
Yup. Not looking great at all.
I feel sorry for that bald head
the
cell
stomach,
too.
The stomach cell, yeah.
No, not the stomach cell. The one that was smiling.
The senpai.
The
senpai. The red blood cell senpai. Yeah. Because he basically sacrificed himself. Because he had to get the oxygen through somehow. But like the vessels were completely still like had carbon monoxide in it.
No, yeah, it's tough to watch if you're.
It was even tough when he was saying like, I'm just smiling. He lost his emotions.
Hey man, he's been through the fight, and like he's seen how the body was at prime time, and then now towards the state it's at.
And then the little flashback.
No, yeah.
It's just all around. It's a hard to watch show, but like it gets the darker elements, very, 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 very effective.
And then with the blue haired guy. He was straight out serious, but he was serious for a reason.
He had a good reason, He said like when we started off, we were lazy, and now look, we're paying for it right now.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, yeah, that's Code Black.
That's Code Black, and take it away for the next show.
And if you don't like that dark tone, well, you're in luck for this season, because we also have another Cells at Work. Season 2, our happy-go-lucky body, with a lovable smiling characters is back.
A continuation. You still got the white blood cell being paranoid as ever.
You got
getting the germs.
You got the lovable red blood cell, and then
leisurely doing your job.
But this episode focused on the platelets. The platelets, and oh my god, I wanted to be here forever. It was very adorable. I wanted to give them all a hug.
Though before we continue, I want to mention I just love the fact that we got 2 Cells at Work series going on at the same time.
Yeah,
I would not have imagined that.
It was hilarious too, because then Omar was like, "Oh, I feel different." In this
Yeah, it's just a change of tone, man.
Yeah, because with I noticed with Black and
Regular.
The regular one, season 2, they're really different. Tone, the animation, from the art style, and you forgot to say about the.
We didn't mention the last. Who's doing the Code Black?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's
Leiden Films. Yeah. Leiden Films is in charge of Code Black, and we still have David Productions working on season 2 over here.
So that's why there's a darker shades.
Darker shades.
The iconic shading in Code Black.
Thankfully, over here we don't need that, because here is still there's still like serious moments here, like in the first season, but nowhere near as like dark as the Code Black. But yeah, here it's a nice episode that focuses on the platelets, and in particular we have a new character introduced, Backwards Cap.
Backwards Cap. I want to give her a hug. So
bless her soul. She tries. She tries. She has the bucket full of this important part right here. But yeah, no, she tries her best, and you just want her to succeed, and like all the platelets. Like I said, this whole episode's about the platelets, and it's just great.
Yeah, man.
It was funny with the white blood cell. He was all like kind of geeking out. Or like, oh my God.
He was like us, man. Watching it, was like, oh, you're so adorable.
Keep trying. Keep trying.
You gotta keep trying. Like don't let the other ones put you down. You're cool, Backwards Cap.
I think what got to me was like when Mega Karyosite basically told him, like, hey, if you guys do it, I'm gonna give you one of you guys a gold medal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
They lost their minds.
That was their motivation.
They're like, yes!
In a so adorable way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they went hardcore mode.
So if you can't have the dark stuff, don't worry. Soul's got your back with the light stuff.
No, it's crazy too, because the contrast with Code Black is that it handled cigarette smoking, and in this one, it's just getting a bump in the head. It's like, oh no!
It's more like, oh look what happens when you cut yourself, or oh look what happens.
Yeah. Like small little mishaps in the world.
which even in the original, like even in this episode right here of season 2, it's like it doesn't look as little because of the fact that the whole city is just like blown up, and you see our precious red blood cells like fly off. She's like, ah!
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, it's anti-gravity. and then the white blood cells doing like the JoJo poses.
like with both of them, like they didn't take it well, at least this one didn't take it that serious.
Yeah, because like the platelets, they're still doing their job, and like I said, it's just all them. They do the formation. Backwards Cap gets her moment to shine.
Oh no, when she jumped, I was like, no,
she's dead.
We can't let her die. She needs to get her medal.
Yeah,
and she does. Everybody does.
We got introduced to the
Mega Karyosite.
Yeah, it was very adorable.
For me, it was like the mom.
Yeah. She literally has like I'm assuming a new platelet. That she's taking care of. Yeah.
No.
Because she comes from the bone marrow, and that's where platelets, red blood cells, and white blood cells come from. You learn so much.
Yeah.
Biology.
The human body.
Still part of silence.
Yeah, it's the science of bio, of life. Science of life.
The meaning of life. And with that kind of wraps up our new
Cells at Work block.
And the new animes that we have.
Yeah, now we go on to the more established works.
Yes, the
continuations and second seasons, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's only 2. We have
2, and to start off, we got Dragon Quest Dai's Adventure, episode 14. Great to be back here.
Yeah,
it
man.
Feels like a hot minute since we've been here.
Yeah, man. I like I said before, man. I love the journey with Dai, and I didn't expect it to be such a solid show, man.
Yeah, it's so good, because especially with what happened with Hyunkel and stuff like that.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Like, oh man,
That was such a good arc. It was such a good villain.
Yeah, and we continue it off too with Mama looking off to the distance.
Yeah. Remembering him.
Remembering him.
Like, almost like
we get some drama too.
Yeah,
it's like,
with
wait a
Mom
minute.
and Pop.
Oh man, what's gonna go on with Pop? Maybe she does like Hyunkel. Oh man, we don't know.
I love that dynamic. I usually find it corny, but like this one was kind of funny.
Yeah,
because like Pop thought of the same thing. Like this show always gets me, man.
It does.
It understands what I'm saying. I feel like it's hearing me through the TV. It's like, you're right, man. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
The funny thing was where Dai blew up the fire.
Oh yeah, man. I love that. Like even though that Dai's the hero, like he has his hiccups. He has his hiccups and like and like he doesn't make the right choices. So they call him out pretty badly.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, we they continue off with the story with the princess. And
she's okay. I'm so glad. I mean, like, I guess it was kind of to be expected, but like in the position that her and her crew were in, not the best, but like again, Flazard coming in, it really highlights the fact that like the bad guys in this show can really play off being the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like you don't need anything like too deep, as long as you're doing just evil stuff in general. Like you got your bad guy, and Flazard he accommodates for it.
He was smacking them.
Yeah, it's such a simple design too. Like you basically take.
It's kind of crueler, even more. Not even like using his magic abilities, just kicking him, stepping on him. I was like, damn.
He's ruthless. Like he's the first villain that we've seen since Hadler that just straight up just doesn't care about respect. Because like the last two of the generals we got were all about honor and respect and everything like that. Crocodile, Hyunkel, they all had that.
They had a code.
They had a moral code. But this guy, Flazard,
he plays every dirty trick in the book.
Even when it came to wanting to kill Hyunkel.
Yeah. So that's it's a new take on this new general, and see where it goes from there.
Yeah, in general, I'm just glad that we don't have to worry about like, oh man, the hotter balloon.
The journey of it.
I thought there was gonna be like maybe like a couple episodes where they're just in the balloon. But no, thankfully,
conversation and stuff.
Yeah,
like
thankfully,
conversations.
Thankfully, we don't dwell on that too much. But the downside is that by the time we actually do get that nice confrontation between Dai and Flazard, episode ends.
Yeah, and it's a good leave off.
It was a good leave off, but I'm like, man, we just at least get like a couple shots in, you know, couple strashes.
Next episode, man.
Next episode.
And on to the next anime, which I did not expect.
No, okay. So I'm glad that this is saved for the last anime because, like we told you, beautiful people, that we weren't planning on continuing this one, right, David?
Yeah.
Yes, but you guys spoke, told your voice, and David was willing enough to watch the second season, part 2 of this anime. And David, what anime is this?
7 Deadly Sins.
No.
Black Clover.
Oh. No, that one's going way longer than that.
Dr. Stone.
Oh my god, I'll say it for you. It's Re:Zero, second season, part 2, episode 1. Yes, you guys have spoken, and we're continuing to watch this show.
Yep.
And what an interesting episode.
Yeah, honestly, I'm never felt like we left. Honestly,
no.
Like it literally it continues off from Otto giving his pep talk to Subaru, and all around, I just like the fact that we get the seeds of like
planning
yes.
and everything. Like you see, like that's the thing. Like even though like these multiple things have happened before with like Subaru and you know just trying to get away from Sanctuary, trying to win the battle of like you know fate, just always just messing him over and everything like that. Like even though we're still getting that, like but through his determination and through his newfound willpower and stuff, he still keeps going. He talks to Rosewell. He tries to set up a way so that Garfield doesn't try to mess him over again.
Doesn't turn to Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. At least when they don't need him to.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it really does kind of give you the scope of just how interwoven everything is.
Yeah.
Like even despite the fact that we haven't left, it's just everything is all interwoven together and there's a meaning to everything.
No, yeah. Through trial and error that Subaru had to go through and like learning through it is it's finally coming to pay off. And
it's all whether it does, I mean, that's why we're here for the ride, and that's why I'm glad we're back here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yes, I like to say so the least, and it was a good lead off in this episode. So I'm very excited. Oh, and, you know, obviously what happened with Amelia, but I won't say.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you, Dave? A little intake for you.
Me. That's all I could give you, man.
He's still not sold on it, but we'll see. Hopefully what's to come will kind of soften him up a bit. So.
Yeah. All right. With
fingers
that,
crossed.
With that wraps up the animes for this week, and there'll be a lot more next week. We got basically the big ones coming back. But yeah, it was a very good start for the winter season.
Very good start for the winter season. Only one anime in which we're just kind of iffy on, in terms of like whether we should continue. It's not because it was bad or anything.
Yeah.
We're just confused.
Very confused.
And if you guys have any particular animes that you guys want us to watch too, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, put it in the comments. Leave your mark. We'll give thought and we'll watch it through.
Because it's good to ask now, so we could
we're just starting this. We're just starting this bad boy off. So
give us some feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we have a bit of game news.
First off, we're gonna be talking about is King of Fighters 14 Ultimate Edition.
It finally happened.
Finally happening, just in time for that good old King of Fighters 15 gameplay, which is not really gameplay.
Yeah, it's a show that it's there.
It's a show that is still being worked on.
Yeah.
But
yeah, King of Fighters 14 Ultimate Edition. What's in this bad boy, Robbie?
You get 10 whole PS4 themes.
Oh yeah.
And all the DLC.
Yes, the DLC characters and costumes. Yep. Oh man, that's a big package.
Big wallop of a package.
And this is right now only available digitally, but there will be physical editions in Japan in March.
No news if we're gonna be getting one in North America.
We'll see.
We'll see where that goes. But hey, I mean, at least this again confirms that also KOF 15 is still happening.
Yeah.
So
did you have fun with the game?
KOF 14? Yeah, it was a pretty fun game.
Fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's very in depth with the mechanic of that blue. I forget the blue meter. What it's called. But yeah, that thing's very. It's hard to get a grasp of it.
Technical?
Yeah, technical aspect, like mastering the combos and stuff. But it's very cool. Like, if you just get the base game, it's 50 characters, and now if you get the Ultimate Edition, it's 58 characters. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa, that's a big roster.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of a game like King of Fighters is that like you're basically guaranteed to get a bang for your buck, because that's the whole appeal of King of Fighters is that huge roster because of the 3x3 gameplay.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and but with 15, what do you expect? Since they really...
I'm mostly expecting like more returning characters, and based off of what we saw in that minute of footage that we saw, it does seem like there's gonna be more.
We saw the official reveal.
Yeah, it does feel like there's gonna be more story involvements to the game itself. I mean, the thing is that SNK, even back in the 90s, always did push more for story than Capcom did with their games. So, I'm hoping that SNK is gonna have a bigger budget with this sort of stuff, and they're going to actually have a more involved and in-depth story. Since again, story is something that SNK has always kind of been about. And then gameplay-wise, me personally, I know it's not gonna happen because we've already seen what the visuals look like, but I'm hoping that we're gonna have more carryovers from like stuff like King of Fighters 13. That if we get some like 13 love in general, and especially the characters from 13, and we haven't seen them for a good while, like Shenwu or Ash Crimson or any of them. Like again, they've been MIA forever.
There's so many characters in the King of Fighters series. Anyone could come back.
That's true, yeah.
Or you could take from characters from Mark of the Wolves. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
So.
Like T-Zok or Rock Howard again. Oh yeah. I mean,
well, he's in the 14.
He's in 14.
He's in 14. But
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for it. They say next week they're gonna actually reveal gameplay, so we'll see about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited that King of Fighters 15 is finally a real thing. And with that, we have one more gaming news. It was kind of expected to come. Samurai Showdown Season 3. They revealed 2 characters. One I don't know. I don't know any of these characters.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, okay. So to be fair, both of these characters are pretty obscure. One is Cham Cham, who is Tam Tam's little sister that only appeared in Samurai Showdown 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the second character is Hibiki from Last Blade 2, but from how I mostly know her from is from Capcom vs SNK 2.
Yeah.
Because she was like the only Samurai Showdown
rep
or King of Fighters characters in the game.
True.
Well, actually now I guess she's gonna be a Samurai Showdown character.
Hey man, if you could have the Warden from For Honor, why not her?
But yeah, I mean honestly, even though I don't have much experience with Hibiki herself, I have a lot more experience with Cham Cham, and I'm honestly super happy that she's coming back. She hasn't been in a Samurai Showdown game since 6, and the only reason why she's in 6 is because 6 is basically like the Samurai Showdown 6 was basically kind of like the Mortal Kombat Armageddon of like Samurai Showdown games. So every character had to be in that one.
Yeah.
So this is like the first one where they have like a full 3D model and everything, and I'm just excited that she's gonna be back.
All right, I have a prediction though, because you know how Soul Calibur, they had Harimaru in his.
Oh, so
because there's 2 more slots left.
You think like Soul Calibur Siegfried?
Yeah, no, either Siegfried or they might go with Mitsurugi.
That's true. Mitsurugi would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, you think like that might happen?
Swordsman.
Or
I could see it happening.
Since they already have that relationship with each other.
With Namco. Yeah, I could see that happening.
That is a good one. Siegfried, that is a Soul Calibur character.
Yeah, and hey, Western characters. I mean, okay, besides Warden, Western characters are a thing because you got Charlotte and you got Galford.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, they could pop out a random character and we don't know.
Yeah, since they already have.
Me personally, I'm hoping that Kusarigero shows up.
Oh yeah, tell me your spiel.
My big monster man, who basically looks like a Titan from Attack on Titan. So get Isayama over, have him model him, and then there you go. You'll be
a happy boy.
Yeah, you got yourself an S tier character right there. You still got 2 more slots. Yes. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know. So, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Put your predictions if you have one about the next 2 characters.
Like I said, Kusarigero, and I'm hoping Nicotine from Samurai Showdown 2. I mean, we've already had Wanfu and Cham Cham show up, so
yeah,
Nicotine would be great. Another old man character.
And
I have a little thing I wanted to say.
Okay.
I can't pronounce the name of the game itself.
Tsukihime.
Yeah, Tsukihime.
Visual novel's getting a remake. So that's really cool. My
connection to it, I watched the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I enjoyed what it was at the time, and now that the visual novel's coming out, remade it, I'm gonna probably check it out.
What system coming on?
PC.
Oh, it's just PC only?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, on consoles too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean all the Steins Gate games also came out on console too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are also visual novels as well. Oh, yeah, visual novels coming out on console is not a huge like deal, but yeah, the fact that Tsukihime of all things is getting a remake is huge news because Type Moon for the longest time have pretty much only ever really given love to the Fate franchise.
Oh, why wouldn't they?
They have a couple, but they're just like it's Japan.
Yeah.
They're just exclusive to Japan.
The biggest break that Tsukihime most ever got in terms of knowledge and such is mainly through the Melty Blood games.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know them.
Yeah.
To the Melty Blood fighting game, which is very underrated.
Oh yeah, super underrated. Like it's sad to say when you say that like the biggest thing that a franchise is known for is underrated. Is the fighting game, yeah, but also the fact that it's underrated. You know, that's sad.
It's a very.
I guess at that time, they didn't spread their wings during that time.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially considering that not just Tsukihime, but Melty Blood in general came out before the Fate Stay Night visual novel even came out, 2003.
Well,
that was a long time ago.
Like Type Moon didn't release much over the States at that time, especially mangas or anything.
I don't think
like
they
that.
released it. Period. Cause their first, their Type Moon's very first like commercial release, because they were known as an indie studio before Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night was when they were actually like a legit company and studio. But before then, they were just considered an indie studio. That's the same thing with Melty Blood. It was an indie fighting game at the time.
So, like, the only franchise I know that Type Moon has is those two and Garden of Sinners, right?
Yeah, Garden of Sinners, yeah.
They have other ones too.
But those are the ones, like,
those are
that stick out.
The big ones, yeah. It also helps that, like...
to the U.S.
Yeah.
It also helps that Nasu wants to interconnect the storylines of, like, all his franchises together. Because Tsukihime and Fate Stay Night are in the same timeline, same universe.
It's just crazy to think about.
Yeah. That's why the whole, like, thing with Fate Zero and the zombies and stuff, or the vampires, that's the main connection.
So yeah,
very
I'm looking forward to the visual novel.
Very exciting news. Very exciting news. And with that, I think that wraps up
this week's episode of the Anime Squad podcast. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like to see more stuff such as this. And as always, my name is Robbie.
And this is Omar.
And this is David.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.